Hello and welcome to Witchfire. This just came out with a new update, the Webgrave update. And if you'd like to check it out, there is a link in the description. Now, I have never played this game before, and I'm extremely excited about it because look at the amount of choice we have available here. 6 different classes. Aggressive gunslinger, well-balanced marksman, aggressive spellcaster, well-balanced strategist, beginner-friendly, and warning, not beginner-friendly. Indeed. And they all have different weapons, of course. They all have different weapons. They all have different spells. And, for example, if we want to take a look at the Butcher here. He is strong, heals quickly, has the stamina of a much younger man. Fearless in battle, what lesser men mistake for anger and rashness. And we start with a Midas auto rifle. It heats bullets, boosting damage or igniting enemies. Yeah, so Witchfire is also 20% off at the moment, which is pretty cool. So, you know, if you want to go for it, you know what to do. And I'm actually wondering what we want to go for here. Which character do we want to play? Because they've all got different, yeah, as you can see here, they've all got different things. They all have different relics, they all have different weapons, different stats. Critical shots on full health enemies ignite them. That sounds pretty fun. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty fun. I don't know. Yes, that's the thing. Dash after a kill reloads and boosts the gun. Well, that's actually pretty cool. Critical hits hurt all enemies inside the all-seeing eye. What does that mean? What does all-seeing eye mean? That's the question. I don't know. I wouldn't know that. Ooh. Yeah, okay, so well, this is beginner-friendly right here. I'm not sure if I want to play that, but, you know, I am a beginner, so maybe it makes sense. You know, maybe it makes sense, but I actually feel like the Hunter sounds pretty cool. But I think what we will do is we will go with, the Hunter, I guess. The Hunter, I think, sounds pretty fun. Although, I do like... What is the one that ignites enemies when you shoot them in the face? I actually don't know. Maybe the Butcher would be kind of fun. Alright, let's do it. Let's do this one. Alright, so this is the prologue or the tutorial. And we're going to go through this a little bit just so you can get an idea of what it's all about. Because this is new as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong about that, but this is, I think, new. And as you can see, you can shoot these enemies and you can do damage with them. You can obviously do this if you want to, you know, iron sights. And we are not using a sniper rifle or a semi-automatic or anything like that. We're actually using an auto rifle, so it is going to take a little bit longer to kill things, but that's okay, you know, that's okay. There's also a sliding mechanic, as you can see right here. You can literally slide while sprinting, which is very, very cool. And as you can see, there's also a map. The map shows you the path forward. And indeed, that is what we will do. Let's go through here and we'll just slide under there. And there's also a double jump too. Very fun. And yeah, now this is acid. You don't really want to step in this. I will collect the mirror shard though. I have no idea what this mirror shard does. As I say, I am very new to this game, so I have no idea what any of this stuff actually means or does or what their purpose is, but I am very intrigued to find out. And by the way, this game is absolutely gorgeous. As you can no doubt tell already, it looks fantastic. And yeah, dash and aim. Yeah, so we will obviously be dashing a whole bunch here, and also we should probably destroy that thing. There we go. There are some medallions in and around the area here, and these medallions will shoot at you with some kind of energy blast. So, yes, if we want to avoid taking damage, it's probably a good idea to destroy them ahead of time. There's one there. There we go. And there's another one over there. Boom. There we go. Alright, so we are probably going to get attacked sometime soon here, and there we are. You come upon a metal chest that prayers use to store ammunition. And there's some climbing gear there. Here we go. Okay, yep. As you can see, we're being attacked by this little amulet thing, and I obviously destroyed that, which isn't very nice. Now, funny thing is, what I'm actually going to do is I'm not going to loot the chest yet. Because I don't really see the point. Oh, overheat. Oh, I see. We have like an overheat mechanic. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, there we go. There's our first encounter. Obviously, this game is a little bit Souls-like, a little bit roguelike, and, well, you'll see. You'll see as time goes on, because we are now going to be gaining our first Arcana. And this is, as far as I'm aware, I'm not sure if this is random or anything like that, so don't quote me on it. I don't know, but yeah, very, very interesting nevertheless. Weapon damage is inversely related to health. In other words, the lower your health, the more damage you do, I guess. Yeah, damage boost on the final bullet in the magazine. That's probably not ever going to happen, so I'll take Pendulum here. Damage per 10% missing health plus 3%. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen here. The Rosary, as far as I'm aware, is a new mechanic that has been added in the Webgrave update. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing what's going on with that. And they've also made it easier to know when you level up, what kind of benefits you're getting from your stats. So I obviously very much appreciate that, being a noob, you know. So yes, anyway, we'll collect this, we'll collect the demonic ammo. I don't think I can collect any more. Nope, no more of this can be carried. Indeed. Okay, so we can now move on, and funnily enough, here's the map. So you can see here that this is a dangerous area. A strong aura of dark magic permeates this area. Once cleansed of filth, its power can be absorbed. And there is also an extremely dangerous area there. Overwhelming, almost suffocating aura of dark magic permeates this area. Yes, so in other words, there's probably a boss. There's probably a boss or some kind of elite enemy. I would assume elite enemy. There's another one of these things. Let's destroy that before we get absolutely murdered by it. And we will probably be pretty okay. I mean, it's going okay so far, but obviously we've only encountered one thing, haven't we? Yes, areas marked on the map with horned skulls indicate greater threats and enemy presence. The larger the horns, the greater the evil lurking within. Yeah, indeed. So we will probably be going and fighting this thing. There it is. We are only doing 1 damage. Ah, I see. We're only doing 1 damage because we're outside the area. By the looks of things, at least. That's what I am seeing so far. So what I should really do is get inside the area. So that is exactly what I'm going to do here. And going to take massive damage in the process. Yes, as you can see, we are now doing much more damage. Gonna heal myself. Obviously the heal only works over time. Okay, that was actually very close. We collected a rosary bead. Oh, there we go. An ammo preservation bead. Firing occasionally doesn't consume ammo. Very nice. Okay, that's going to be very, very useful for us. Hello there. Destroy those. Get a little bit more currency. There we go. Okay, yeah, no, these guys are completely and utterly dead. That's wonderful. And I believe we have cleared the corruption in this area. Yes, very nice. Okay, hilariously enough, I took so much damage during that fight. I probably Probably should have played a little bit differently there. Oh, hello. What is this? Harvest a large Witchfire cluster. Okay. I have no idea what that is. I don't. Yes, I guess we'll find out. I guess we will. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I will literally go back to... Ah, what's that? Ah, that's another Witchfire cluster right there. Ah, yes, hello there. I will harvest you, thank you. Yeah, so I'm actually going to go back to the little shack because that obviously had some ammo for us. Hopefully it hasn't disappeared. No, it hasn't. Very nice. There we go. Full ammo now. Very, very good. I am obviously a little bit damaged, but I'm hopeful that we won't encounter too many more difficult enemies. Of course, bear in mind, that thing that we just fought, that's a bit optional. And there is our destination, the Hermitorium. I'm not sure which one it is, actually. This one or that one in the distance over there? Well, there are two buildings, yes. Let's climb down. And here we have it. And look at this, I have gained full HP now. Very nice indeed. Okay, so this is, as far as I can tell, the hub area. Yes, it's the hub area. So, in other words, you will then be able to do a variety of management things, and yes. Ah, collect Elias's discovery. A note signed with the prayer's sigil. This circle is our crude imitation of her spell, but it's how Elias discovered her secret. She doesn't command an army, just a handful of missions, endlessly mirrored by magic. We must find her lair. And there is a revenant right here that is trapped by a sigil. And we don't need to really worry about him right now. And, well, I'm not entirely sure if we can do anything with him, but I'm not going to bother him right now, just in case. Ah, there is actually something down here, though. Another rosary bead. Ah, melee recharge, plus 25%. Bear in mind that you can use a melee attack that is greatly boosted. But you can only do that every so often. When you deal damage with your ranged attack, you will generate charge for your melee attack. And then it will do greatly increased damage with that one hit. Navigation charts are used to safely traverse ley lines. This one details a route to a nearby island with a giant tower. An older chart, possibly created long before the arrival of the Order of the Broken Mirrors flotilla. It is a curious case, as Vatican archives contain no record of any prayers ever charting these territories. New destination is available in the portal. Alright, well, I'm going to move on and actually get over here. Ink still dark, despite the paper's decay, spells out a message. Too late for us, but vengeance is eternal. If you're truly one of us, the portal won't tear you apart, and you'll find the sanctuary key waiting just beyond. Okay, yeah, we need the sanctuary key to be able to get in here, of course, as you can see. Retrieve the sanctuary key from the Island of the Damned, and this is the Ascension Shrine, which allows us to level up. Yes, as you might expect, it allows us to level up. So, what are we going to do here? Well, the question is, I actually have no clue. What does this do? This allows me to increase weapon handling. I think I'd actually like to do that. I don't really know. I mean, this is healing. This gives me stamina, mobility, vigor. This also gives me weapon handling, which is kind of nice. This gives me vigor, health, elemental resistance, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I guess I will just go for this. I have no clue, by the way. There is a way to re-roll, or should we say respec? But I'm obviously not really sure about that. Each time you ascend, the witch reshapes her defenses. Enemies, traps, and other dangers shift positions along with chests and treasures. So if you do decide to go into the same level again, then things are going to be mighty different. And I'm actually wondering right now, if I go to my rosary right here, I have no active beads. Okay, what's this? To adjust the rosary, visit the rosary desk in the Hermitorium. You can see here that actually some of these things require certain stats to be able to wear them. For example, the ammo preservation bead requires 30 faith and 20 arsenal. So of course, I'm not going to be able to even do that. Hilarious. Alright. Well, that's okay. I don't really mind that too much. Let's move on through the portal, shall we? And start a new expedition. As you can see, there are a wide variety of different maps available. And these are, of course, not yet traversable because we don't have the data, you know, the coordinates. We only have one of them, as far as I'm aware, which is the Island of the Damned. Investigate the tower or acquire resources and escape back to the Hermitorium. And so we have now arrived on the Island of the Damned, and it's probably a good idea that I actually be here because I am damned as well. Yes, faintly stained with the blood of its slain owner, this key opens the sanctuary gate in the Hermitorium. And there you go. That was easy enough, wasn't it? So technically I can go straight back through the portal and don't even bother exploring. But you know, what fun is that? I'm probably going to die, by the way. Ah, the hunt is moving closer. Oh dear. What hunt? I hope... Can I can crouch. Yes, I can crouch. Okay, you know, I feel a bit bad not having a massively long-range weapon. Ah, hello. There we go. Yes. There it is. We've got enemies. Hollow wretches. I'm pretty sure these guys are supposed to be the easiest enemies in the entire game. And they probably are, but for me, they're obviously going to be very difficult. I'm a little bit worried about this. I'm actually wondering whether I'm going to get ambushed from behind or something like that. 1 damage. We can absorb the manifestation once again. Yes. Okay, actually not doing too badly here. Ooh, hello. Okay, yeah, blood transfer sounds absolutely fantastic. Increased chance for slain enemies to drop a healing elixir. 1% shot. Oh, okay. I was actually... I was kind of hoping for slightly higher chances, to be honest, all things considered, but I suppose it will do for now, won't it? Yes. Okay, so the question is... Ah, there's another enemy over there. The hunt is moving closer, apparently. Hello there. You have very dangerous looking weapon. Collect some ammo. Okay, now we're looking pretty good right now. We're looking pretty good. I was super worried about our first encounter because, as you saw from the elite enemy that we fought in the tutorial, it was pretty tough, and I almost died. You could barely sense the portal home anymore. Yeah, what is this over here? Ah, hello. Bear in mind that there is a mini-map. The location and translation of the obelisk were added to your map. A ceremonial obelisk. Oh, okay. A small Witchfire cluster. Well, that's kind of useful. Funnily enough, this is actually kind of open world, too. As you can clearly see here. What is this? Ah, there we go. Another obelisk. And we have a chest. Yes, give me something really, really good. Ah, no. 1 supply chest key. I need a key for this. Okay, well, I wonder where I can get the key from. I'm going to assume it will probably be in the hands of an extremely dangerous opponent. What do you bet? Like this guy. Woodsman. Ah, maybe not. They're not extremely dangerous, at least. There we go. That was nice and simple. Alright, we got another one. Okay, we got more stamina or more health. I think we'll go for more health. 20%. That's a big one. Alright, I wasn't expecting 20%. I was expecting 1% after the previous debacle. No, I'm just joking, of course. But you never know. You never know what you're going to get. Alright, so let's have a look-see here. There doesn't seem to be anything on the minimap. Bear in mind, the minimap is in the bottom left. And little dots indicate points of interest, enemies, and so on and so forth. So we probably want to make sure... Oh, hello. This was not picked up. A giant Witchfire block. What is that sound? You hear that? There's something... A dormant portal. Okay, wait a minute. This is... Okay, this is the map that we're in right now. This is the map that we're in right now. Okay, this is actually pretty crazy. Anomaly on the crossing of ley lines can be turned into a portal. Once used, it becomes a probable new starting location for later expeditions. Okay, and there's an elite enemy over there, as you can see. Probably not the best idea. Yeah... There's a dangerous area there. There is a highly dangerous area. Oh, okay. I see. Well, funnily enough, I actually feel like, you know what? We're not really in a terrible position right now. We could technically deal with an extremely powerful enemy because we do have some decent HP. We've got 3 healing vials, which is decent. Not bad. And so far, enemies are not seeming super... Oh, hello there. Alright. They caught me unawares there for a second. Yeah, we've still got to look out for those medallions. What's this? Sealed away with intricate magic. It requires Gnosis 1. I don't have that, as you can clearly tell. I don't know how to get that either, but I suppose we'll find out in due time. Yes, another manifestation is ours. Temporary damage resistance after reloading. Or reloading at least half-empty magazine can apply a random element to the new magazine. That sounds good. I love that. Any kind of randomness, I very much enjoy. Anytime I play a roguelike, I'm always going to try to take the fun, entertaining, random elements, because you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. Ah, that looks like a portal, I believe. There is also an enemy over there somewhere. Yep, there's the portal. Portal is open. And this means that I should technically be able to exit from here. At any time. Which may very well be a good idea. Another manifestation. I'm not sure if we want to leave just yet, you see. Instead of regular Witchfire, dead enemies drop a quickly dissolving high-potency Witchfire orb, or damage boost for spells and weapons when stamina is fully drained. My stamina doesn't really get fully drained, ever, so I'm going to take Witchfire orbs, even though I'm not entirely sure if that's particularly useful. I do have a bunch of other things happening here. I can actually ascend, once again, as you can see there, and what do we have here? Ready to unveil power? Visit the Mysteria Forge in the Hermitorium. I don't know what that means, but that sounds very exciting. Unveil its power. Alright. Is there anything down here, actually? Path to the graveyard. Well, there is actually something up here, as we know. I mean, obviously there's the portal, but there is something over here instead. A tower gate. Oh, hello. Ah. Well, this might be a bit problematic. Ooh, and we got shot. We're dead. Didn't have enough HP. Yeah, didn't have enough HP, and we lost all of our Witchfire right there, by the looks of things. I'm actually not entirely sure what that does. What does that do? What does that do for me? Can I go back and get it? That's the question. I don't know. However, if you die during an expedition, you lose almost everything except bound items like crystallized Witchfire. You can risk retrieving the drop from the place of your death during your next expedition. Okay, well that's actually pretty easy. I shouldn't have anything to worry about in that regard. And my gear enhancements are ready for the Mysteria Forge. Let's also open the Sanctuary. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff right here. Is this the Mysteria Forge? Enhanced gear. Yes. Alright. Inveil Mysterium. What does this do for me? Continuous fire heats up the weapon. Bullets deal more damage when heated, and less when overheated. Ah. Okay, when heated. Ah, okay. And overheated? Okay, so there's two... there's like an additional quality to your weapons. Very nice. And we do have this. When low on health, any damage taken makes the fetish release a powerful shockwave. Now, that's pretty cool. And obviously there are various specifications, requirements, whatever, to increase its power. Ooh, we can collect some rosary beads. Nice. I need some more ammo, actually, to be honest. Okay, so let's have a look-see here. So in the ammo reserves, as you see, you do need quite a lot of arsenals, right? Arsenal might make a difference. I'm actually going to be adding a health bead on here because, well, why not, right? I have the ability to equip it. A note containing directions hidden in a secret cipher. By the will of the prayers who shattered the mirror, we have hidden all three pieces. Their locations lie written below, in their secret tongue. Find the third mirror shard on the island of the damned, and then we can repair this mirror. And the question is, what does the mirror lead to? Is it a portal? Is it something else? Can we look at ourselves and admire our beauty? Well, that's something we're going to have to find out. The veil of reality becomes thin. You feel it rushing to your remains to feed on them. Yes, well that's obviously going to be a little bit problematic, isn't it? But yes, we don't have to worry so much, because I'm actually on my way, right now, to my Witchfire. Ah, yes, so it has added an additional layer of cold, heat, and then overheat. So if you can remain in the heated state for a longer time, you will deal more damage. Alright, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Ah, critical chain. 2 critical hits in a row. Conjure an extra bullet in the magazine. Increase strafing speed while aiming down sight. Now we'll go for critical chain. I think it sounds pretty fun. Why not? And we have something over here. There we go. Yes, a ceremonial obelisk. And I believe I am relatively close to my gravestone, actually. I think I'm just around the corner, pretty much. Yeah, as you can see right there. I'm not sure. Haha. It might be a little bit difficult to get there. Or maybe not. As far as I'm aware, this is where it is. Okay. Yep, there we go. There's my Witchfire right here. Collect remains. There it is. Okay, look at that. We just got 6,850 and we're back up to full. Very nice. Oh yeah. There we go. We just got a supply key. And we can pick up herbs from here as well. Pick up some ammo. What else do we have around here? Well, there's one of these guys. Yeah, the problem is, if I go close over there, it is going to activate those swordsman enemies. But I think I might actually have a pretty easy time this time around, because I am a bit more prepared, shall we say. You know, a bit more prepared that I know that there is going to be a bunch of enemies coming out, you know? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it. I just have to do it. Immunity to enemy attacks after reloading an empty magazine. Weapon kills partially reload the magazine. That sounds fun. Let's do that. Alright, so the swordsmen are going to attack us right now. Or maybe not. Maybe they're actually just going to relax. Ah, no, they are going to attack. Alright. Okay, that actually went pretty well, to be honest. That went pretty well. Okay, let's have a look. What do we have? Faster weapon reload. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely take that. Thanks very much. That's not too bad. What is this? Oh, supply key. Yeah, that means that we can actually open some of those chests. Very nice. There we go. Alright, so now we can inspect both of those statues. We took basically no damage. And we now have... Ooh, hello. Yes. Oh, this is an ammo chest and a half if ever I saw one. Thanks very much. Okay, I will definitely be very happy to take this. And, yeah, there's actually a huge amount here. I wonder if there's anything over here. Yes, there is, of course. I'm a little bit worried about going in this direction. Ah, no, never mind. Oh, look at that. A healing bead for our rosary. Very good. Okay. What is this? Doesn't seem like anything. What does this do? Yeah, there's the tower. So technically, my main objective is to actually go to the tower. So I suppose inspecting the statues would be our best course of action. Ah, hello. Well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? Oh, these guys drop ammo like nothing else, somehow. I'm not entirely sure how they're dropping ammo so much, but yeah, sure. I am happy with that. There's another enemy down there, but the question is, do I want to go down there and actually eliminate it for the chance of getting a potential upgrade? Maybe. Or we could just... Ah, hello. Ooh. Hello. Very nice. Okay, no more of this can be carried. Well, I guess I'll just heal with one of them then. And then we will inspect. The statue vibrates slightly, agitated by the dark spirits surrounding the tower. And there is a missing piece of the statue. What is he missing? Ah, he has a staff. I see. He's missing a staff. Right, and as you can see, they actually show you some footprints on the floor here that may indeed take you to the correct location. I'm actually being shot by something. Very nice. Alright. Not bad. Ah, there's a guy down below, I believe. A mysterious obelisk is nearby. That guy is... Oh! They're destroying it! Looks like I won't be able to do this. Little bit too dangerous. Yeah, too dangerous for me. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Well, we cleared an area. I don't know what I would have been able to do there. I don't know. Increased weapon stability, handling, and aiming down sight. Yeah, we'll definitely be taking that, thanks. Okay, so... how's my ammo doing? My ammo is not looking so good. My HP is also not looking particularly good either. Bit worried. Especially considering... There's the scepter. Very nice. Scepters like this were forged to extract magic from dying witches, serving as powerful artifacts and symbols of the cleansing flame. This one, however, seems to be more decorative than functional. Alright, well, there we go. I literally found the missing part of the statue, which is very nice. And... we need to clear another 3 areas around the tower to be able to activate the other one. So I think the best course of action for me right now, let me actually just have a quick look-see at the map. Because 3 more areas, that means 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's actually not even that bad. Oh! This was actually the extremely dangerous area that I was in. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yes. I thought, this is very difficult. There's a reason for that. It was the extremely dangerous place that could have probably easily killed us 10 times over. Consume that. Yes, let me take massive damage from it. Okay, let's unlock one of these. Collect ammo. Crystallized Witchfire. What else? Is that it? Ah, okay. Didn't give me much, unfortunately. And we can now restore the statue. There we go. And we can, we can charge the statue with Witchfire to purge all areas of enemies, if we want to do that. Do we want to? You know what? Let's do it. There we go. Let's go. Ooh, what do we have here? I don't know. The inscription is heavily worn by time. You need higher gnosis to decipher it. Okay, well, that's fine. A Scarlet Coast chart. Aha, so that's actually unlocking a new map for us. Fire Breather's trick turned deadly, damaging enemies and recharging melee. The legendary fire breather Ignatius was exposed as a witch sympathizer. Tortured and about to reveal his secrets, he burst into flames and turned to ash in an instant. All that remained was the ring, the source of his fiery skills. Cain has not returned as I feared. I warned him of his unreadiness. I have sealed the passage and ensured its protection. Join me at the Hermitorium. Alright, so there's a huge amount of very, very cool things here. And obviously I did complete the mission, which is, you know, kind of the whole point, right? I think, at least. The question is, what do I do here? Is there anything for me to do apart from collect these things? Because there is, well, there is very little to do here now, but there is an exclamation mark on the minimap. And I was kind of wondering whether I needed to do something with that. But there is a portal right there, so I suppose my best course of action would be to leave. And we will. There we go. Success. There we are. Fantastic. Very nice indeed. And let us continue onward. Now, unfortunately, we did not find the third mirror shard, but that's actually okay. We don't really need to worry about that too much, because we know it's there. We know it's there. You know, that's all fine. Okay, so we're going to increase our arsenal level here. Quite a great deal. There we go. New destination available in the portal, and new gear awaits in the gun room. And here it is. We have spells. Okay, a light spell. We can use Fire Breath, because we don't actually start with a spell with this particular character, but other characters do start with spells, just so you know. And I wonder, can we enhance anything? No, there is nothing to enhance right now. The rosary can, of course, be changed a little bit, but unfortunately I don't have anything available for that. I will hopefully be able to increase my arsenal as time goes on. Yeah, but there's nothing else for me to do here. Sealed away with intricate magic. Gnosis 4 is required for that. Yes, indeed. Okay. Yeah, so otherwise, there's just a new destination available. And I actually wonder what it is. What is it? The Scarlet Coast. There it is, the Scarlet Coast. You can see the shipwrecks of the flotilla and the beach darkened by the survivors' blood. Farther away, a small fishing village that looks abandoned, and an old quarry, which defense is low. Witchfire gains are 110%. Yeah, so low instead of very low. And that means we might have some issues going here. Kill the witch's familiar or acquire resources and escape back to the Hermitorium. Because you can actually leave at any point. You don't, well, shall we say, you're not considered failing unless you die. But even then, as we have seen, you can go back and retrieve your Witchfire. Which is, of course, exactly what I did. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and I'd highly recommend it. It seems like an extremely fun, well-optimized experience, and as you can quite clearly tell, it is dripping in atmosphere. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.